Hi, readers. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back for another day of poetry. So exciting. So today we will review what are the parts of a poem, and we will focus on how does knowing the parts of a poem help us as readers. Let's quickly review what are the parts of a poem. We know this is the title. Here, these little groups of lines are called a stanza, kind of similar to a paragraph you would see in a fiction or nonfiction text. It's a group of lines there. We know one of these is a line. And then after each line, when you have a space there, that's called a line break, okay? This poem has a lot of punctuation, whether it's a comma or a period, but line breaks don't have to have punctuation. That's what makes it different from a sentence, okay? These are the parts of a poem. Today we're gonna pay special attention to the titles of a poem, all right? Now, reading and understanding poems is like digging for treasure, okay? Digging for treasure is not easy, friends. And authors don't just tell us right away what they mean when they're writing their poems. We have to look for clues like in a treasure map. And sometimes we may want to give up because it's hard. But we can't give up like this little puppy here. We have to keep digging for that treasure. We have to keep reading those poems and trying to understand them. Because when we do, when we finally understand a poem, it's like we found the treasure. It's beautiful and amazing, and it feels so good to understand those poems, just like it feels when you find the treasure. Now remember, we can't give up, friends. We can't be like this cute little puppy here. We have to keep trying. And here are some tips to help us understand our poems. When you're reading poems, read them slowly. Friends, reading poems is not a race. They're short. Read them slow. Okay? That can help you really understand the words. Read it over and over, friends. Remember, poems are short, so we can read them again and again and again. Each time we read them, the better we're going to understand them. Pay close attention to those words. Also, today, what we're really going to focus on is paying close attention to those titles. The title of the poem is a big clue, like in our treasure map. It's a big clue to help us understand poems. So, paying close attention to the title helps the reader figure out what the poem is about. The title gives the reader a clue, just like we talked about with our treasure maps, about what the poem is mostly about. Let's take a look at an example. We have this poem here. You may remember it from Monday. Just going to look at it again. Without the title. No title. Okay, let's read the poem and see what we notice. I'm singing, I'm swinging through trees, I'm winging sky high with the buzzing black bees. I'm the sun, I'm the moon, I'm the dew on the rose. I'm a rabbit whose habit is twitching his nose. I'm lively, I'm lonely, I'm kicking my heels. I'm crying, come dance, to the freshwater eels. I'm racing through meadows without any coat. I'm a gambling lamb, I'm a light leaping goat. I'm a bud, I'm a bloom, I'm a dove on the wing. I'm running on rooftops and welcoming spring. All right, so this is a little bit confusing to me without the title. I'm thinking this is a list of the things the speaker likes to do. They like to pretend to be animals, be outside, a lot of things about outside. Let's add the title now and see if that helps us. Oh, the title is Spring. So now that we know the title, I can figure out that this poem is mostly about the things the speaker likes to do in spring. Seems like this speaker really likes spring. Without the title, we might not know that the poem is talking about springtime. That's why it's so important to pay close attention to that title. That title is a clue. It can help you figure out what the poem is mostly about. Your job today is to look at two poems, Story by Eloise Greenfield and Nobody's Pet, A Word to the Wise from A Red Fox. And you're going to answer the question about what the poems are mostly about. Remember to pay close attention to those titles, read them slowly, and don't give up. You can do it. After you're done with that, you can read in your reading spot for 18 minutes. Happy reading, readers. We hope you enjoy the poems today. Bye.